Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle and I am a graphic designer and an illustrator as well as the founder of Zuri Dre. So today we're doing another chat and pack, as you probably saw from the title of the video, but we're not going to be as depressing as the first chat and pack, but you know, we are being real and going through the motions of running a small business, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's a little bit in between, and today it's good. So I actually have a few orders to pack, which is exciting. I received the biggest order I have ever received, like ever. They ordered like over 30 items, but one of the items that they ordered is the Dre planter, which is still on pre-order and isn't available yet. I don't have it in stock yet. So I did reach out and ask them if they'd like me to send it to them separately, or if they'd rather wait in October when my planters are here and I can send it all together. So they said they're willing to wait. So very grateful for their order, but that's not what we're packing today since I'm waiting for the planters to arrive. So we are packing some other orders, and today's chat and pack, the theme is remixing products. So I have 3 orders. I actually got another order just now that came in, but that one is for a birthday card because I recently came out with birthday cards on my site, but they want me to write something in it. They asked ahead of time if that was okay, and I said, yeah, just let me know, just put it in the notes on the order. But I'm so nervous with the idea of like showing my handwriting, so I need to practice for that. So I'm not gonna practice now, I'll practice later. But right now we're just gonna pack these 3 orders. So the first order is a Zuri doll. The second order is a keychain, which is what we're gonna really be talking about mostly in this video. And then the third order is 1 Zuri doll and 2 doll hoodies. So if you don't know, I sell plushies. Here are some of the samples of plushies that are currently in stock and not in stock. And I also sell accessories, stationery, and stuff that goes along with the plushies or based off of the characters that the plushies represent. So, why am I out of breath? Anyways, so I did actually prepare some items already before I started the video, because I was like, let me be professional. So these are the doll hoodies. You can't really tell what it is, but I'll show you a picture here as to what they look like. And they are able to go on the dolls. So all the dolls have the same exact body shape and size and like positioning or whatever. They just obviously wear different clothes, but I do sell completely separate pieces of clothing that people can purchase in addition to their dolls, or if new clothing comes in, they can add it to their new purchase of a new doll, etc. Okay, so remixing products. So if you saw my last chat and pack, it was a lot about like the idea of like stuff and having too much stuff. But no matter what you do, you're gonna have stuff. Even as a consumer myself, as much as I want to be as minimal as possible, I still buy stuff. I mean, majority of the time is for the business, but I buy clothes because my body changes and my body doesn't fit the clothes that they used to fit, so I need to be able to wear clothes. So we're always gonna have stuff. It's just a matter of being mindful and conscious of it. If you want to, if you don't want to, do whatever you want. But for me, I'd like to be as mindful as possible in regards to the stuff that I do purchase, as well as the stuff that I offer as a business of stuff. So one thing that I've had since last year are these ornaments. So these are Christmas ornaments that are based off of Zuri and Dre. They are soft enamel, so the same concept as like an enamel pin, but like bigger and not a pin. So it's metal, it's gold coated. So it has like this little loop in it so you can hang up the ornament. It has like a little bell because like jingle bells, literally. And then like they kind of like did like a laser etching of the logo in the back. So I've had this now going on a year or so. It's 2 years, maybe it's a year. It's a bit of time, but they don't sell that well. And I still offer them, and I don't think I'll do any new ornaments anytime soon just because I want to see like what makes sense and what works. Maybe it's a different style, maybe it's a different look, I don't really know. All that to say, I still bring them out on my vendor events. And so I had a vendor event a couple of weeks ago and someone was like, this would be really good as a keychain. And I was like, oh yeah, that's like a great idea. And the type of person I am, I fixate on things, and I happened to fixate on that for a few days. And then I eventually went to Michael's and I got some stuff. So I actually now offer the ornament as a keychain. And the way I do that is I take off the ribbon and I take off the bell and I replace the bell with like this star. So I got these stars from Michael's. And then I got these like lobster clasp keychain rings as well for Michaels. And that's gonna go where the ribbon goes. So this replaces this, and then the stars replace the jingle bell so it doesn't jingle as much when it's on your keys. And so I had posted it on Instagram, TikTok, even on here. I posted it and got people's feedback before I actually made the change and added it to the site, and like people were like, no, definitely do it. I thought it might be too big for a keychain, but like people like big things sometimes, right? So just because it's not for me doesn't mean it's not for someone else. So that's what we're doing here. And so the whole thing that I was thinking of, like the best way that I can really describe it is remixing, updating, changing, doing something to your product that makes you see it in a different light. I find I don't notice or think of these things as often as I'd like to, just because like there's only so many things you can think of, but getting that outside point of view from other people is super crucial, especially the people who you expect to be your customers, is super crucial in seeing things in a different light, right? I got these little mini tools from the dollar store, and it came with 3. There's this one, and then there's one that like actually clips wires, but they're so small and I need to just get regular pliers, but I haven't since. Like they're in my toolbox somewhere. Point is, we're gonna make do with these little things and you're gonna watch me struggle. But we're gonna chat while I struggle, so it'll be worth it. Yeah, so just the concept of remixing what you already offer or changing what you already offer and making it in a different way. If you sell paper related products, maybe you sell like art prints, for instance, and maybe your art prints just aren't doing well. I actually have a couple art prints from Zuri Dre that just aren't doing well. And I've had art prints in the past based off of like my own illustration style outside of Zuri Dre that just haven't done well. All that to say, maybe you're offering paper products and you're offering prints that just aren't selling that well, right? So how could you remix that? How could you change that in a way that like maybe people would see it differently? Maybe people would be more interested in the different way that you offer it. So maybe you're turning the art print into a greeting card. Maybe it's the visual that makes more sense as a greeting card than it does as an art print for whatever reason. Or maybe you want to remix that to, I say remix. Remix is going to be the word that we're using. There's probably a more professional business related word for this, but I like remix. So maybe you want to remix it to something like, who knows, like a notebook. Like maybe it's really good as a notebook cover. Maybe the person likes the visual, but they just don't need another art print. Maybe they just don't want to be able to add something else to their wall because they already have so much going on. So it's the idea of like changing what you already offer to be something new, but ideally not super costly, if that makes sense. So I'm really open to the concept of it a little bit more than normal, just because like something like this is easy to do if you have the right tools. And it's relatively easy to do, right? The concept of it isn't complicated or hard. I'm just making it more complicated than it needs to be because, hi, my name is Danielle, nice to meet you. So, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So, I got it off. So this is the piece now without anything, right? So I'm calling it now on the website, I'm calling it a pendant. And then on the website, you can then click if you want it to be the ornament. And so if you want to buy the ornament, I just send it to you as is. Or if you want it to be as the keychain, then I got to do all this stuff and I turn it into a keychain. So this is what we're going to do. Just to make sure to see how I did it last time. Yeah, so I kept the ring from the top part and used that to go on the actual ring of the keychain. And then I kept the ring at the bottom part to actually add the little star to it. So I need to put those rings back. Hopefully you can see that. And there's also a ring here. Not sure if you could see that. If you can't, here's a picture. But yeah, so the idea of just remixing your products, showcasing them in a different light, maybe offering them in a different way that doesn't necessarily change your design style, your art style, your branding, and nothing like that. It's just really changing the look of the product to make it look different or to offer it in a different way that maybe is a lot more appealing to your customer. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been thinking of lately. Now I gotta get this star off. And like, people really did enjoy the concept of the star based off of just what I saw on socials and how people were responding to the posts, etc. So that was obviously super helpful as well, because I got feedback on it like ASAP because of social media. But before you do that, then like do the same thing. Like, reach out to the people on your socials, see what they say. A lot of the times, like, we're scared to communicate with our audience. I'm not. Maybe that's because I do have the background of being a graphic designer. I'm a freelancer as well as running this business. So like, my whole business, my whole lifestyle as a graphic designer is to get feedback from my customers, from my clients. So it's kind of like what I'm used to. So maybe that's why I'm more inclined to get the feedback. Who knows? But I say ask for feedback. Give them the option. Give them suggestions. Give them ideas. See what they say. And maybe remixing isn't that bad of an idea, you know? So right now I'm just tightening and placing this ring back in like place, just to make sure she is good and does not move. Yeah, if I have to do more of these orders, I'm definitely gonna need to get bigger pliers, because this is way more complicated than it needs to be. I thought smaller would be better. Not so much. Not so much. Okay, so we have our star attached. Just pulling it to make sure. So we have our star attached. Now we need to attach the actual ring, or key ring, or keychain, or key ring. We need to attach the key ring, so I need to take the original ring off of the ribbon. So now we just have these two pieces like separate, right? And now I'm attaching it to the key ring, and then attaching this same circle to the top of the now keychain or pendant, whichever way you'd like to call it. So let me know below, like, let me know what you think about the concept of like remixing. The idea of changing up what you already offer, not to necessarily change the design, but changing it in a way that it's offered in a different capacity or offered as a different product. Like, as I said before, art print to notepad, or art print to greeting card, for instance. And then let's say you offer plushies like me, right? It's harder to remix something like that just because like the doll is what it is, but maybe you can offer it with different clothing. So maybe you can change the clothing that is on the doll and offer it in a way that people would enjoy it more or like it more or see it in a different way. So maybe it's just a matter of redressing or changing the clothing of that plushie. Maybe if the plushie isn't that big, maybe you could turn that into a keychain all on its own. So maybe it's not just a small plushie now, maybe it's now a keychain. So here we go. Now we have a keychain. Just to take off all those like fingerprints and stuff. I'm gonna put it back in the original bag. And now it is ready to go. So with each order, put this all on the side, with each order, they get a thank you card. And the thank you card is like a print on one side, so they can always use it as a print if they want to. And then in the back, it has like a crossword puzzle and all that fun stuff. So we have our greeting card. We have our thank you stickers, like our freebie stickers. So far, these are the ones that I currently have. I will be discontinuing them once they're all gone. But it's just like little mini Dre heads and little mini Zuri heads. Going forward, what is ideally going to happen is the stickers are going to be bigger, and I'm only going to give one. And based on the order, it will have a sticker that corresponds with it. So if they order a Zuri doll, they get a Zuri sticker. If they order a Zuri and a Dre, they get a Zuri and a Dre sticker. If they order something like this, I'll figure out a sticker. But point is, there'll be a sticker that goes with it, and it won't be these small little ones anymore. So stickers, thank you card, into this paper envelope. This order is this one right here. So we got keychain, check 1. This now goes inside of the actual envelope. And I'm gonna put this in a padded envelope. So I have 2 padded envelopes based off of just stuff I used to sell back in the day. I have this smaller one, and then I have this bigger one. This one's black. And it would fit in the smaller one except for the paper bag. So I'm gonna put it in the larger one instead. Gonna seal this up. I'm gonna add a Zuri Dre sticker on it. These are old stickers I used to offer and put on like boxes and stuff before I got my mailer bags. The design is similar to Zuri Dre, but the like illustration style is a little bit different. Just gonna put that there. And then after that, I will put the shipping label on here. So that's one order done. Next, what do we got? Next, we have just a Zuri doll. So I was smart and I prepared myself ahead of time. Oh, look at me. Okay, so we have a Zuri doll. I always make sure just to fluff them out a little bit, get them ready for the new home. And we're gonna prepare the thank you card and stickers. I'm gonna check this off. So Zuri doll 1. And this order is 1,500. So that means I've had 500 orders or 500 orders since I've been on Shopify. I was on WordPress previously, and then I eventually did go to Shopify after like a few months, a year. I can't remember how long I was on WordPress for, or WooCommerce. So this is 1,500, one Zuri doll. This will go with this. I'm gonna get the mailer bag. If you've been on my channel before, you know that I have 3 sizes of mailer bags. The first size or the small size fits 1 doll, and they are from Tishwish. Yeah, Tishwish is the brand name of these mailer bags. Hopefully you can see that. They are just like the no issue ones, so they're compostable. And then this is the design in the front. So we just have to put this doll in here. I'm gonna write 1,500 on the outside, and then this is just gonna get covered with the shipping label after, but I just know that that's the order number 1,500. I take off both like seals or covers of the plastic or the sealant or adhesive part, whatever, just because I know no one's gonna be reusing this because it has my brand on it. And yeah, that's just why I do it. So yeah. So this order is done. And now our next order is 1 Zuri doll and 2 doll hoodies. So that should still fit in the same bag. So I'm just gonna get another bag like that. So again, I'm prepared. I got the doll ready. We're just gonna fluff her up, get her ready for departure, put her inside the mailer bag. Then I have the 2 doll hoodies. So 1 doll hoodie per like package. So we're just gonna put them in as flat as possible just to make sure that the package stays as flat as possible. Okay, then we have our thank you stuff. So we got our stickers and our thank you card. And we're gonna take the order sheet and doll, Zuri doll that. 2 doll hoodies. This is order 1503. This is order 1503. I didn't put an order number on the first like keychain one that we did because it looks different completely to the other stuff, so that's not complicated in order for me to actually like, you know, differentiate. So yeah, place that in there, seal this up. Okay, so this was 1503. And that's it. So I'm gonna be dropping these off tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, today's Monday. And yeah. So in regards to, I don't know if you saw the first pack and chat video or chat and pack video that I created. It was about a slow summer. And oh gosh, was it slow. But luckily things have been picking up. I have been doing ads. And someone who I work with and who just works in marketing, he's been helping me making sure the ads are running smoothly. I did get a grant in order to help me to be able to run these ads, so that's also a huge factor. And then I guess because I've also just been posting new things, so technically these keychains are new, but they're remixed, but that's something new. I've been posting about the dolls, so I've been getting a lot of views and like visits on socials and stuff, so I think that's also been helping. But it's only going to pick up more, I think, because it is about to be fall. And it is shopping season soon for the holidays, so I really hope that makes a difference. And yeah, let me know if you've ever remixed a product. Is that something that you've done before? How you've remixed it? What the feedback was from your audience? I'd love to know. I'd love to continue this conversation in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in more small business behind the scenes and the ups and downs of it all, make sure you like and subscribe this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.